everybody, it's Elizabeth from Fern Stickers, and I am here to plan the week of March 28th. For a second, I totally blanked on what month it was. Well, almost the end of March. So I'm using the Mint to Be kit this week, and so I've got my kit. I've also got some custom scripts and some icons. You're gonna see I'm gonna be short on one of each of these, and some of these like have a stain on them. I'm not sure if this is the end of my sheets and I need to go downstairs and grab some new ones, but I have already run up and downstairs a lot of times today to get some things for this plan with me, so I am just going to use these stickers, and then for the last one I'll get creative. So this is what I've got. So I will start by going through and laying down my base and catching you up, and then I'll fill in the day by day. So I cannot believe it is almost the end of March. Like 2022 is just flying by so far. And I mean, it's been an interesting start to the year. I think that one of my big goals for 2022 was working on routines and working on some efficiency things. And like, I'm just gonna be honest, that has not happened. And a big part of it, there's just been a lot going on that's made it hard to settle into routines and to have consistency. And I think a big piece of that is, you know, we were so excited to move into our new house and to maybe have some more, I don't know. Well, there's just so many things that we were just so crowded in the old house, and especially with the business there, yeah, there were just so many things that I was excited about moving in here. But I think the thing that has been kind of a struggle and a surprise is that we still, like I've been talking about, there's been so many things that our builder has been coming back to fix. And this is, you know, it's kind of a combination of things. That there's some things that we've noticed once we've moved in, some things which were real emergencies, like when our hot water went out twice, and then other things that really just were never done before we moved in. And so that's where we're at a point of slightly regretting that we went ahead and moved in when we did. We were so excited to move in, but I think we really should have let our builder finish things up, because we've had to have some tough conversations with him about what our expectations are and getting things done in a timely manner. And I think he's really frustrated with us and we're really frustrated with him, but we need our house to be done. And the thing that's been hard too, which is again, where if I could go back in time, we wouldn't have moved yet, because he has been scheduling the subs to come and do work on the days that I'm working from home, because that means I'm here to let them in and answer their questions. And you know, that's not really my job, and I'm working from home, but I still have, you know, I'm home, but I'm trying to do work. And especially the really important work for me is stuff that I'm really focused and not getting interrupted. And it's really hard when I have the subs asking me questions or they're making a lot of noise. Like one of the things that they had to fix, this was probably 2 weeks ago, but we'd had issues with a squeak in one of the floors, and we had known that it was there before they put the carpet in. Like we had noticed it, our builder said he'd taken care of it, but then once the carpet was in, the squeak was still there, and at that point, like pulling up all the carpet was gonna be a lot of work, so they decided it was gonna be easier to just take a piece of ceiling out downstairs and do it that way. So they like took out a piece of the ceiling, and they were able to fix the squeak, which was good, but you know, but they were like, you know, cutting a hole in the ceiling and then repairing the drywall, and you know, it was just a lot of and then someone was up in the bedroom like stepping on the floor to find the squeak and see if it was gone or not. So all that has just been really disruptive, and more than I kind of realized, and because I've been you know, I think that probably a lot of you can relate to this. A lot of planner people are kind of high achievers, and you know, I'm not always easy on myself, and that's something that I have been working on for the past few years, and I've gotten a lot better at talking to myself nicely and not being so hard on myself. But the beginning of the year has not really gone how I planned, and you know, some of that not so positive talk to myself has been creeping back in. And at this point too, though, at least I'm aware to be like, hold on a second, Elizabeth, this isn't how you should be talking to yourself. What's going on? And so part of that was realizing like, oh yeah, there's just been a lot going on that has been so outside of my control that's just made it hard to like sit down and do the focused work that I need to. And everything kind of has cascaded. It's been a lot of things too where I realize there's a lot of like You know, I do really well with routine, and when the routine breaks down, then other things break down. It's kind of a chain reaction. So, you know, so there's definitely, I mean, like, moving was one of my big goals for this year, and that is done pretty much. Well, I mean, we're definitely moved, you know, still getting settled in, but making really good progress on that too, and I'll talk about that more. So I've made some good progress on stuff, and, you know, I'm trying to look on the bright side and realize too, like, we've got a quarter of the year left. There's still 3/4 of the year left to go. So I've still got a lot of time to make progress on things, but the year is just not going quite how I envisioned. And a lot of it is just because of stuff outside of my control that I thought was going to be way better once we moved. So I am just ready for our builder to be done fixing stuff in our house. And the other thing that's been frustrating with that too has been that, and this is one where I'm kind of two minds, because I understand that our builder is kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place, but I'm also kind of like, this is your job, which is that the subcontractors are not very good. And I hate to say that, and I also hate to, you know, there are a lot of things that I can't do, but there are other things that I can do. And, you know, things like, you know, painting. I have definitely painted before, and, you know, maybe there's some things that they do better than me, but there's other stuff that I'm like, I do this way better. Like, I know that if I am painting cabinets, or painting drawers and cabinets, I should not close them right after I paint them, because the paint is going to pull off. Yet you are professionals who've had to come back and touch up our cabinets like 3 times because you keep closing the doors and the drawers right after you paint them, and then we open them and the paint peels off. And then they tried to blame it on us and say that we just need stoppers. And we do have stoppers on the cabinet doors, but not on the drawers, and they have self-closing mechanisms, so the stoppers would kind of mess it up. And it's like, that's really not our problem. And so one of the issues too is that the subs have to keep coming back to fix things. And we're also kind of frustrated with that because, you know, and so we on the one hand, I want to feel for our builder, because I know he's not working with the best and brightest, and these are the people that he has access to, but also, I don't know, it seems like there should be other people he can try, because at the same time though, people are getting paid for doing mediocre work and rewarded, and there's not much consequence for them doing mediocre work. So it's that part is a little frustrating. So yeah, and so we just have people have to keep coming back, and then also too, it's frustrating because Brian and I feel like we're doing the quality control that our builder isn't. He's just kind of like, okay, the sub said they did this, it's done, and we're like, no, hold on a second, this is definitely not done. Like, one of the things we've had a big issue with, we have this beautiful oak banister, and it was a banister that was built for us. It's really pretty, really nice wood, but they filled in the nail holes with like stuff that was totally the wrong color, so it stood out and just looked really bad. And there are also some knots in the wood, and they filled the knots in with like this yellow putty that just looked really ugly. And you know, I don't know what they were thinking. And so they did come back and they found a solution. They were able to pull the putty out and put something else in. So they were able to fix it, but then they didn't get all of the nail holes. And they're like concentrated. There's one section that's very obvious on the bottom of the banister. And you know, so I was walking through with our builder last week to talk about what they hadn't done yet. And you know, he's like, okay, the banister's done. And I was like, no, look at this huge section of all these holes. And he's like, oh yeah, yeah. So anyway, that's, you know, in the end, I mean, overall, we are so happy with our house. And I know once this stuff is all fixed, we're going to be really happy with it. But I think that building a custom house, it's been in so many ways a good experience, because our house is so personalized to us, and it is a beautiful home, and we are so excited about it. We love living in the woods, and we love having this setup that just really works for us and what we want. But at the same time, building a custom house, there's all these little things and all this stuff that we're kind of responsible for too, especially in decisions that we made. So, you know, I thought when we moved in, the house would be done. And also we broke ground in June 2020, but we'd been working and planning the house for a lot longer than that. We bought our lot in January 2018, and had been kind of planning and thinking about the house since then, and got serious about getting started building in early 2020. So this has just been going on for a long time, and I think Brian and I are both ready to have this off our plates and ready to just enjoy the house. So I didn't mean for that to really turn into a rant, but I think that's kind of been taking up a lot of energy, but also to trying to give myself some grace, realizing that there's just been a lot that I did not anticipate happening so far. I do this every time I'm talking, and I forget that I do not need my work divider on the weekend. So there's just been, a lot that's been going on that's been outside of my control that I didn't anticipate, and I'm trying to remind myself of that and be gentle on myself and try to remind myself of all the things that I have gotten accomplished so far the start of this year, even if it's not quite what I wanted to. So I'm hoping that moving into Q2, I'm able to make some more progress on, especially on building some good routines in, because yeah, my schedule has been kind of thrown off, and then I get behind on things, and then I'm not in my routine, and then that throws me off further, and it kind of all cascades. So anyway, I feel like I told you earlier something else I was going to talk about, and now I do not remember what that was. I'm trying to remember if I told you last week about how Luna has essentially taken over one of the empty bedrooms, but we have one bedroom that is totally empty right now, and Luna has essentially decided that that's her room. And now I've moved like all of her bigger toys up there, and then I also moved a bunch of cardboard boxes up there because she really likes to, she is 12, but she is still super playful, and she loves to like crouch down behind boxes and have you like flick a toy and she'll come running out, and so it's her room now, and it's really taken over, and there are going to be bunk beds going in there soon, but I guess that'll just give her another place to nap and hide on, because it'll still be a pretty empty room. But it's funny too, because she really just always wants me to go upstairs with her and play in her room. All right, so there is my base for the week. So let's go through now and fill in my plans for the day, or not for the day, for the week. Okay, so Monday, let's start with to-dos. So I've got 2 big deadlines this week. So I've got one paper that I have to submit by Wednesday, and then I have an outline that I need to submit by Friday. And the outline I'm just gonna do on Thursday, because I'm gonna be busy finishing up the first paper. But I really haven't thought about the outline yet, so I should start giving it some thought before I get there. Okay, pretty standard work stuff for a Monday. And then for Fern Creek, I will need to edit and upload this plan with me. And then at home, I need to put away laundry. The good and the bad thing is I've gotten the laundry room more set up and organized, and we have like cubby holes for laundry baskets, which I got that idea from my cousin, and it's really nice. So we've got like these shelves that fit laundry baskets perfectly. So I finally got laundry baskets for those cubbies, and I also finally got a pole to hang clothes up on, which has made doing laundry a lot easier, but it also means now the laundry hasn't gotten put away right away. So I need to do that. And then on Instagram, I never shared a picture of grab bags last week. And we should be getting, we've got more grab bags, more types of grab bags made that Danielle got ready. So I should be able to get those up in the next couple of days. And then what do I have going on? Okay, so I'm meeting with Ashley at 1. And oops, I forgot my workout. I'll have weights. This goes next to the time. And then office hours, which I'm not going to put a label for, so I can go in and put to-dos next to them. And then I will have class. So that looks looks like Monday. Oh, one other thing too, I will put the links for the reformat surveys in the description box, and I have gotten started on the reformat, but there's still time to give feedback. I've started on some bigger picture things like figuring out new fonts and some other changes that I knew I wanted to make. So if you still want to give feedback, I'd say probably by Friday of this week, that's when I'll probably take down the surveys and get serious about looking at what you all said. But I am really excited about how the reformat is going. Picking fonts is always really fun. I don't know, I bought like 200 new fonts and spent a lot of time going through them. Okay, so on Tuesday, I'll have this plan with me going up, and then I will show my daily duo on Instagram. And let's see, on Tuesday, I've got at 2:30, I have my annual physical, and I'm so glad my doctor schedules your annual physical, like he'll schedule my 2023 physical at this meeting, at this appointment. And the other day I was like, oh, it's March, it should be time for my physical soon, shouldn't it? I have no idea when that's scheduled, and thank goodness they sent me an email to remind me, because things that are a year in advance, that's the one downside, especially of the, I've complained about this before, but it doesn't show the rest of the year here, it shows this. So I guess actually here I could go ahead and mark my appointment for 2023. So I guess I can do it, but it doesn't show the rest of 2022. Yeah, because here I've got something for the my next dentist appointment. I've got marked in here because there's not a little calendar. So, okay, I will have a spot to put it in there. But anyway, I was so glad they sent me a reminder email, because I did not remember when that was going to be. And then, let's see, I guess I'll go ahead and put this in. I'm having dinner with a friend, but I don't know what time. But I'll put it at 6, and then I can always move it. But this way I won't forget, because that's kind of out of the usual. So otherwise it is very possible I would forget. Okay, so then I need to finish the full draft of this paper and send it to my co-author to review. And that'll be my main focus for the day. And always some grading. Okay, then for Fern Creek, I'm going to film my April plan with me. And I've got some stuff that I need to mail into the IRS. And then finish kitchen organization. The kitchen is, I'm really happy with how it's coming, but organizing it has taken me way longer than I expected. I'm really close. Mostly at this point, I'm just delayed because I had some, like some plastic baskets and containers and stuff that we used at the old house that I've washed out today, and just need to let it dry so I can finish getting that organized. But yeah, it's good to be taking the time to put into the kitchen organization, but I thought, like last weekend, I was like, oh yeah, I'll just do it on Saturday. I'm gonna get it all done. And no, it has taken way longer than I expected. Okay, and then new releases will be this Saturday. So I'm gonna have the first sneak peek of the kits. And then Wednesday, let's see, I'm trying to think how to mark this. Our cleaning lady is coming, and I just want to mark so I don't forget, but she'll come while I'm at work, so maybe I'll just put it at the very top here. Actually, I'll use the clean house script. And that way, like, I need to remember to leave her a check. Okay, and then I've got Bible study at noon. And for our Bible study, I think I've mentioned this before, it's like a Bible journaling Bible study, and we always use the texts from the liturgy for that week. And even though I actually go to a different church than the Bible study is at and everyone else in the Bible study, but we use the same, we're on the same liturgical year. And so it's always the same, the text from our sermon and their sermon is always the same thing. And I'm excited because I already know what I want. I usually never know until I get to Bible study what I'm going to do. But this week I'm excited and already know what I want to do. Then I'm going to have my directed study. And office hours. And book club. And then we may be having friends over to play a game on Wednesday night, but that's up in the air, so I'm not going to put it in yet. But we had a game night on Saturday and played a game that only the person who had it, he'd played it once before. So, but we really, really liked it, and we want to play it again on Wednesday. And there's a Wednesday night meetup group that's how we all connected, and they're back to meeting again in person. But the game would take us a little bit too long. There's a clear stop time for that group because we meet at the rec center, and we might get kicked out. So we probably need to do that here. Okay, so those are my things for the day. And then this is the deadline for my paper. Okay, spelling brain fart there. Finalize paper and submit. So I need to get that finished up. And then I did a peer review for one of my colleagues, and I need to get that written up. And then I will edit and upload the April plan with me. And nothing for home. Oh, and then I totally forgot to put my workouts in. So Tuesday will be running. And Wednesday will be weights. Okay, well, I guess the time doesn't matter too much. It'll happen closer to 7 than 7:30, but I'll be taking a shower in that next part, so it doesn't really matter that much. And Thursday, last day of March, I don't have anything scheduled except for small group. Like an extreme twist of my wrist. You can't really see it from overhead, but okay, and there's my dirty sticker. I don't know what happened to those stickers. I know I have more sheets of these downstairs. I just need to grab them. Okay, so this will be April plan with me. And then I never shared my March monthly, so I'll go ahead and share the March monthly as a look back at the month. And then Thursday morning will be a running day. Sorry, I got cut off there. So I need to write the outline for my other deadline this week. And then I have a meeting on Friday that I need to do quite a bit of prep for. And reading for class. Nothing for Fern Creek, and then at home I am so close to having the stuff that comes inside out of the garage. There's still stuff in the garage that we have to organize that's going to stay there, but that's okay. But I'm almost done bringing the house stuff in, so that will be good to finish up. All right, so that is everything for Thursday. Oh, and then I need to move ahead to Friday. And Friday will be another running day. What happened to my... I do not have a running sticker left. That means I put a run on the wrong day. Yes, Wednesday is weights, not running. Thank goodness for removable sticker paper. Now this is getting crooked. There we go. Okay, run on Friday, and then I will have the meeting that I need to prep for on Friday. And okay, I didn't put down any work to-dos because I'm gonna see what stuff, if there's stuff that I need to catch up on or stuff that comes up from the week, because I'll mostly be focused earlier in the week on those big deadlines. And then the big thing, so I'm gonna have new release prep to get ready for the Saturday releases, and then I will film a new release video. Oh, and shoot, I'm gonna move this up because I've also got one more thing I want to do. And the new release videos, I wish that I could get those filmed further in advance, but it helps. Danielle will get everything laid out, and it's going to make it so much easier for me to pull all the inventory once she's got stuff set up. So that kind of has to wait till the last minute. And then I also want to prep for my plan with me. And then, oh yeah, then I'll have the other sneak peek for the June kits. So that is Friday. And then on Saturday, I will want to film the plan with me and then work on July design and reformat. I've got all the artwork picked out for July and I am excited. Wait, refort? What kind of... The spelling is not with me today. Reformat. And then paint nails. Clean out fridge, which I don't think we've done yet since we moved, and it's not bad, but you know, always good to clean out the fridge and make grocery list. And then I will, on Instagram, when the new releases go live, I will put up the June freebie options. And I will do weights. Probably not quite as early as I do the rest of the week. And then on Sunday, I want to try to keep Sundays more open. The only thing is I do need to do laundry. I would rather do, I'm going to put this down here so it doesn't bump into that so much. I would rather do laundry on Saturdays, but it works better for Brian. Brian does not have a ton of clothes, and it works best for him to do it as close to the start of the next week as possible. So that is going to be laundry day, but otherwise Sunday should hopefully be a pretty restful, relaxing day. Church at 8, and then do some yoga in the afternoon. And I realized too, I need to, then also here I'll have my plan with me will go up, or not my plan with me, the new release video. And then, oh yeah, and then here I've got, the sticky notes that go with the May kits took forever to get here, and I finally do have them, but I probably won't get them up until with the new releases. So I will show off the sticky notes that go with last month's kits. So I think that is everything. Thank you for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you all have a great week ahead of you, and I'll see you again soon. Bye, everyone.